What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition impromptu live here tonight. Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomada. I know it is 12:37 a.m. right now, Eastern Standard Time. That is where I reside. Welcome aboard, anyone who's in the room. We will be talking about today's day three of the NFL draft. I planned on going upstairs, but then I saw that my wife was sleeping. So I might as well do work. Since she's asleep and I can't make noise in there and I can't watch TV and whatever, I figured let me jump on here and we can talk some football because I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. Nonetheless, what's going on, everybody? I hope you have had a great last 3 days. And let's jump on in. If you're in the room, hit the like button, of course. Uh, Definitely leave a comment. Let me know you're here so I can acknowledge you. But the Miami Hurricanes today had six more players punch their tickets to the NFL. Now, they didn't all punch their tickets via the draft, as some people would always hope for, because that is the dream. The dream is to hear your name called, whether it's in round, you know, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There's no eight anymore. Used to be seven. Used to be 12 actually. Now it's seven. That dream always was there of being that guy, of hearing your name called and going across that stage. But at the end of the day, the real dream is to end up in the NFL one way, shape, or form. Make the team, punch your ticket, and become a professional football player and have the opportunity to change the lives of you and your family and set the future out for your family as well for generations to come. Making the NFL, earning a spot is tremendously difficult. It is not something for the faint of heart. You do not just get to play in the NFL. We should all know this by now. NFL is hard, and some of the great players that you have probably seen in high school and in college never sniff that dream. So, for the 12 Miami Hurricane football players who are going to have that opportunity to sniff that dream as of right now, we still have two more who have not signed as undrafted free agents. That would be David Blay and Alex Bauman. We do have 12 of the 14 draft eligible players from this past season's team, nine of whom were drafted. Massive accomplishment for the Miami Hurricanes. Three more drafted today, and then three more signed as undrafted free agents, which is not a bad thing. Believe it or not, some people would say, "Oh, that sucks." It does. You want to hear your name, but when you get to a certain point in the draft, sometimes being an undrafted free agent actually can work out better for you because you get to choose where you go. You're not just going wherever. You have an agent who's calling everybody, and your agent is finding out if teams are interested in you or not. And when you have typically multiple options that are available to you, and you get to choose the one that you feel is best for you. What's up, Duke? Texas had no first round picks. Wow. That's wild. For a team like that, that's wild, man. But it happens, you know. Um, so today, the Miami Hurricanes started off with Keontae Scott. He got drafted in the fourth round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from the 305 to the 813. He will be joining Ruben Bain Jr. in Tampa. A lot of us are now Tampa fans because I've always liked the Bucks, but it's one of those things that gnaws at you. Again, as a Dolphins fan, you're like, you could keep these guys here. And what is it that Tampa sees that for some reason the Miami Dolphins front office does not see? But Keontae Scott gets drafted in the fourth round as the 116th pick going to the Tampa Bay Bucks. So he'll be joining Ruben Bain Jr. up in Tampa, followed by Inez Cooper, offensive guard, going to the New York Jets from the 305 to the 212, going up to New York City. Well, technically, isn't it East Rutherford, New Jersey, where they play? but New York City nonetheless. He is the sixth round, 188th pick in the draft, going to the New York Jets. Salute, congrats. And finally, CJ Daniels going out to the Rams. He will be in the same city as Akeem Mesidor, except playing for different teams. Don't they still play in the same building? I think they play. Don't they play in the same football stadium? I don't even know. But yeah, so the Los Angeles Rams selected C.J. Daniels in the sixth round with the 197th pick from the 305 to the 213. And then in the unrestricted free agent market, undrafted free agent market, I mean, James Brockermeyer signed as an undrafted free agent with the Atlanta Falcons going to the 404 up in the ATL. Salute James Brockermeyer. This one's special. Keelan Marion, he signed as an undrafted free agent. Lace your boots up. Lace your boots up. He signed with the Atlanta Falcons. So what makes this special is he is an Atlanta native. He is going back home. That is freaking dope, man. Happy for the dude. I hope he makes that team. He has the ability to do it. I have no doubt. But to have an opportunity to play for your hometown Atlanta Falcons, I am sure that is an absolute dream come true for Keelan Marion. So that's an example of if you can choose where you go, you sometimes have chances like this. So salute Keelan Marion. And finally, Wesley Besaint, 305 till I die, born and raised Dade County, Miami Central High School, signed as an undrafted free agent going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yo, he has his opportunity, and here it is. Now, again, we still got two guys left that have not had the opportunity to sign it. As of the time that we're doing this video, I've not seen anyone sign Alex Bauman yet or David Blay. Keeping it completely transparent, I think David Blay will get a shot. I don't know that Bauman gets a shot, just being real. I think we all can understand and agree on that. And if you didn't see the intro that I just dropped, once again, here is the new intro. This is the intro now for all the videos. I'm going to have a longer one for the Hurricanes and Clippers Live, but I have to redo it because the first one I did got copyrighted. So I can't use that. I have to find another clip. I'll have that. So that is the intro. I hope you enjoy it. But yo, a lot going on today. We also found out that Myson Johnson Cook will not be committing to Miami. He has decided to commit to Auburn. Now, I do ask this question because, this is how the recruiting cycle works. We are only in April. We are only in April. What is to stop Miami from continuing to recruit him? I asked the question because people are still recruiting our guys. People are still recruiting the guys that committed to Miami and hope that they can flip them. And it's the Miami Hurricanes job, the coach's jobs to keep them committed to the Hurricanes. It never stops. But what would stop Miami from actually trying to keep him? I don't know. I'm just curious. I mean, because we're still going after DJ Jacobs, who committed to Ohio State. So what would stop us from trying to continue to recruit the guy that, I mean, hell, we were in his house on Thursday. We had people in his house on Thursday, or coaches in his house on Thursday, or whatever day it was. He's been down here multiple times. I thought his commentary about how it felt just like home in Auburn. I mean, how does it feel like home in Auburn, Alabama? Have y'all been to Auburn, Alabama? This dude is from Chicago. I'm sorry, no. East St. Louis, my bad. East St. Louis. He's from East St. Louis. How does East St. Louis at all, and I'm not talking about East, I'm talking about just St. Louis, that general metro area. How does that metro area at all resemble Auburn, Alabama? It does not in any way. So if that felt like home, then maybe you're looking for a small town. I don't know. But the population of Auburn is 80,000. I've been to Auburn. So 100,000 now. I mean, it says 80,000 right here, but 100,000. St. Louis. St. Louis, Missouri, 2.8 million. I mean, see, I don't even consider Auburn a metro. Like Auburn Opelika is not a metro. I'm from South Florida, so it's not really a metro to me. So, he said that. I mean, that's great. I wish him the best, but I do wonder if Miami will continue to try to recruit him. That would be interesting to me because I think teams do this all the time. They try to flip guys, and I don't think there's any reason why they wouldn't continue to try to get this dude, unless you know what they're like. Man, screw this. We put enough effort in. We offered him enough money. If he wants to go to Auburn, go let him. Let him. And before people say we have too many running backs in the running back room, that's nonsense. You never have too much talent. You will never have too much talent in your locker room, man. Ever. I can imagine, Duke, because I went to Auburn in 1997. So I can't that's what I'm basing it on. It was small as hell. Maybe there was 50,000 people there. I mean, the whole town was the school when I went there in 1997. So if it's grown, hey, cool. But maybe that whole thought process of you have too much talent in your running back room, I think that's ridiculous, man. That's just complete nonsense to me. That you can never have too much talent in your room ever, ever. You can't ever have too much talent. Like that whole thought process is wild to sit here and say you can have too much talent. That's crazy. Because right now, here's the thing: guys that you have this year might still transfer next year, and then what do you got? Mark Fletcher's got 1 year left. He's gone after next year. Gerard Pringle's gonna be a sophomore. Jordan Lyle, I think, is gonna be a junior, or is he gonna be a senior? Got 1 more year. Uh, you know, my brain just farted completely on our running back room. God. Marty Brown, he's going into his junior year, so he's got 1 year left. Like, so this whole thought process of you have too deep of a running back room. No, you never have too much talent. And he's still a 6'2", 235-pound, wrecking ball of a running back. So he decided though today to pick Auburn University in his selection. So good luck to him, no question. But this is a week of Miami Hurricanes' success in getting 12 guys to the NFL. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember last year how many guys we got to the NFL. I don't remember how many guys we've had where I don't remember. I can't remember. I'm gonna be real. I have not been paying attention the way I used to pay attention years ago because we really ain't been all that good. I mean, even last year, you can see what I mean. Look at last year. I mean, Xavier Restrepo, an All-American receiver, didn't get drafted, and I don't even think he has a team right now, which sucks because I think he can play football. But that should give you a better idea and understanding of how ungodly difficult it is to play in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're a first team All American like Restrepo was last year. I mean, if you look down the list of the AP All American team, all right, for college football. Um, if you look at the All American team, Skylar Bell from UConn, where did he just get drafted? Like what, round 6? Round 5? Where was he drafted? He got drafted in the 4th round. I don't believe the word scared of competition. I think that is the shit that fans say. I don't think anyone's scared of competition. I think what people want is an opportunity, and they may think that they're not gonna have a real opportunity. But I don't think a guy like him is afraid of is afraid of that. That's something you got from guys that are just lesser than. That guy is a top 3 back in the nation. He's not afraid of competition. That fear of competition thing was some crap that Miami Hurricane fans made up a long time ago. I don't know if other people say the same shit, Jerry, around the country at their schools. But can you imagine if someone at, I don't know, USF said, well, he's afraid of competition? Like, get out of here. That just sounds absurd to me. Like, these guys are top shelf athletes. We're not recruiting guys that are 2-star dudes. This is a 5-star, 4-star level guy, top shelf running back. And so Miami fans have said that for a long time while we were 6-6. What competition? Like, what competition did we have that anybody would be afraid of? So was Jeremiah Smith afraid of competition when he chose Ohio State, or Brandon Inniss, or Patrick Surtain Jr., or Tyson Campbell or the various other players that went away from South Florida? How about the kid Zayden Gamble who just chose to go to Notre Dame today? He selected Notre Dame, by the way. So that's crazy. I'll never buy that. I think that's something that fans say just to make themselves feel better. But scared of competition, I'll never buy that shit. Not from a guy that level. Not from a guy that level. Skylar Bell, 4th-round pick. I want to point out how hard it is though to get to the NFL. Makai Lemon, All American. He was a 1st-round pick. Okay. Um, Eli Stowers, 2nd-round pick. All American tight end, first team. These are first team All Americans. Spencer Fano went 1st round. Logan Jones, 2nd round, offensive lineman. Francis went 1st round. Hayden Proctor, made him a 1st-round pick. Did this guy turn pro? No, he didn't turn pro. David Bailey at a Texas Tech, 1st team All-American defensive lineman. He was not a 1st-round pick. That's David Bailey. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was a 1st-round pick. I was thinking another guy. Cassius Howell, he got drafted in the 2nd round, 1st team All-American. Caden McDonald, 2nd round, 1st team All-American. Ruben Bain, obviously, 1st-round pick. But you got 1st team All-Americans being drafted in the 2nd round, in the 4th round. Like, what? CJ Allen, 2nd round. This guy turned pro early. Like, this one is just see when you turn pro early, when you're getting broke off a bankroll, like CJ Allen out of Georgia, he turns pro early to be a 2nd-round pick. That's crazy to me. I don't understand that for nothing. That one will never make sense. Jacob Rodriguez leaves Texas Tech as a junior. He's a 2nd-round pick by the Dolphins. No, I'm sorry. He was a senior. Sorry. Let's see who else here. Bishop Fitzgerald. Is this guy? He's got another year? Maybe he's got another year. I agree. I think he's completely off potential. My son my son thinks he stinks. My older one thinks he stinks. Like here we go. We have a kicker who the 1st team All American kicker did not get drafted. He was an undrafted free agent. The punter, All American 1st team punter, not drafted. So I just think that we have to Caden Wetjen, fourth round pick, 1st team All American. And that's the returner specialist. So that's just off of the 1st team. If you look at the 2nd team guys, like you'll find a lot more. It's just crazy, man. Heck, D'Angelo Pons, 2nd-round pick. Everyone says that if he was bigger, he would be a 1st-round pick, but I don't think that should matter, man. He's a beast. Like D'Angelo Pons is a beast. But this is how hard it is. They measure you. They poke and prod you to figure out what your body looks like and all that other bull crap. And are you tall enough? Do you weigh enough? Are you fast enough? Are your arms long enough? Are your legs long enough? Is your dick big enough? I don't fucking know anymore. Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, because for Christ's sakes, I pointed out the other day, the Miami Dolphins could have drafted Ray Lewis. They passed up on Ray Lewis to draft Daryl Gardner. You tell me who won that deal. Because this crap is ridiculous. When you see a guy like Ray Lewis get passed over by your local hometown team, your hometown NFL team, and you're playing in the same damn city, and you didn't see Ray Lewis play football and know that motherfucker could play football? I mean, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing here? I mean, it's just craziness, man. We've seen it time and time again, like these elite level players that get skipped over because of one thing or the other. It's nonsense. I mean, so end of the day, you want your opportunity, you get your opportunity. Now it's time to make the most of your opportunity. And guys like Keelan Marion, guys like Wesley Bissainthe, who comes from, I presume he's from Little Haiti or the city, from down here in South Florida. Marion, who, has been to multiple colleges, Hell, James Brockermeyer. I'll keep it real with you. A lot of people were criticizing James Brockermeyer all year. They were treating him like he was Alex Bauman this year, bro. Early on this year, man, that kid was getting absolutely shredded by Miami fans. Shredded. Criticized for everything. Some of the biggest blocks we made all season were by James Brockermeyer. Yeah, we could have gotten Warren Sapp if we wanted to trade up and get the job done. Mike McKenzie, what Michael McKelvey. One of his draft scout videos, the NFL comments to measure a 40-yard curve dash and stuff. I mean, we've had so many chances to get Miami guys, and look, I'm not that guy that's going to sit here and bullshit y'all and say, because I had a friend of mine post this on Facebook. He says, I learned a lot today. I learned that the Miami Dolphins, all they got to do is draft Hurricane football players and they'll become great again. No, that's not how it works. I'm not going to sit here and jump on a microphone and sit here and tell you that drafting a bunch of freaking Miami Hurricanes will make the Dolphins good. That's not how it works. It's about picking the right guys for your team. And I get that. I've always said that. Like I go back to the 2001 team, the 2001 team that obviously had so much damn talent. They always like to, they love the mathematics of that team is hilarious. You know, when I was young and dumb, I'm 48, so that was 25 years ago. When I was young and dumb back then, I had that same stupid belief that that Miami Hurricane '01 team could beat the Cleveland Browns. Get the fuck out of here. Like, stop. No, no, no. It's like they're thinking of themselves as pros and not as college players. Okay? Like, that's just preposterous. That's preposterous. So we had 38 first round picks on that team. There were 85 players. And the guys that got drafted in 02, 03, and 04 were not the same guys that they were in 01. You know, they weren't the same guys in 01. So, yes, a number of the great ones were in 01, but then you hear some of these old players from Miami sit here and say, yeah, we would have beaten Cleveland, the Browns. No, you wouldn't have. And the fact that you're an adult now and you still think that tells me that you got hit in the head a little bit too much. Because there's no, a college football team is not beating the worst NFL team. Hell, a college football team is probably not beating the worst CFL team. These are grown ass men. These are grown fucking adults. These are grown dudes, man. Like it's already been put out there that Fernando Mendoza is probably not going to be the Raiders starter to start the season. It'll be Kirk Cousins, as it should be, because most college players coming out of college aren't really ready to play. There are some, but most are not. Most are not ready to play. So we got to keep it real, man. We got to keep it real. So no, I don't think the Miami Dolphins should have drafted every Miami Hurricane. No, that's crazy. But there are guys like James Brockermeyer. I'm just going back to James Brockermeyer. This guy got shit on so much this year. It was crazy. And he had some of the biggest blocks of the season for us. I mean, and he annihilated fucking homeboy from Ohio State. What was this? Caden McDonald, the D tackle, first team All American. He absolutely obliterated his ass. He blew him off the line of scrimmage that whole goddamn game. He blew his ass off the line of scrimmage. People forget this. He crushed that dude every fucking play. We beat the hell out of their front line. We all know it. All these dudes that got drafted, whether it was Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles or whoever the hell it was, we were blowing their asses up. Remember they said that Caleb Downs hadn't missed a tackle all year? No, I'm sorry. Was it Sonny Styles hadn't missed a tackle all year? And then Mark Fletcher came and he ran right through his ass. Ran right through his ass. So, yo, man, keeping it real, keep it real, keep it real. Always keep it real. We got an offensive line that was crushing people. And I still wouldn't say that the Miami Dolphins should draft the entire Miami Hurricanes offensive line. But I'm glad James Brockermeyer is getting an opportunity. And I hope these guys take advantage of it. CJ Daniels is going to be in LA. Just curious to see what they got in Los Angeles. He's playing with Puka Nacua now. Is Puka Nacua out of rehab or whatever the fuck? Is he going to be able to play or not? Don't really know. I'm looking at the Rams roster right now per ESPN. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got a lot of wide receivers there, man. He got his work cut out for him. I'll be real. CJ Downs got his work cut out for him. They got a lot of wide receivers on this roster. A lot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 wide receivers. They got Devontae Adams. They got Puka Nakua. After that, though, can I be real? I don't know who none of these motherfuckers are. I don't know who True Edwards is. Kanata Mumfield, Brendan Presley, Tyler Scott, Xavier Smith, Jordan Whittington, Mario Williams. Don't know who any of these guys are. I'm sorry. CJ Downs is not going to get beat out by a dude from FAMU. Sorry, not happening. So he has a chance to make that roster. Go and look at the New York Jets. Who do they got on their roster? You got Inez Cooper, and they got on their roster. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 guards. Liam Fornadell, he's a first-year guy. To James Madison, Marquise Hayes, Cole Laval, Xavier Newman, Dylan Parham, and Joe Tippmann. I don't know who any of those dudes are. I don't follow the freaking New York Jets, so I would have no fucking idea. Yeah, Duke, they sound like some fucking random names right after Devontae and Puka. Why Americans call a game with hands and a ball looking like an egg called? Okay, bye. I mean, if you're here to be funny, fine. I don't know. I didn't make up the name. It's called American football. Sorry, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. So they got 7 guards. I don't. I mean, a lot of these guys that were with the Jets are young, so he has a shot. Now looking at I think Tampa, I would be floored if Keontae Scott didn't make that team. I would be absolutely floored if he didn't make this team. I don't have to look at their roster. I know who Keontae Scott is. I think Keontae Scott's one of the best defensive backs in the country. But let's look at their guys. They have Keontae Scott listed as a cornerback. So they got Kimon Hall out of North Texas, Josh Hayes out of Kansas State, Chase Lucas, Zion McCullum, Benjamin Morrison, Jacob Parrish, Demarion Williams, and then you have Keontae. You have 2, 4, 6, you have 8. And then they got 6 safeties as well. I know what Keontae Scott can do. That's all I need. I don't need to see anybody else. I know what that dude can do. I've never heard of most of these dudes who play for the Bucks, just being real. And we all know that Ruben Bain will probably be a starting defensive end. I mean, it would be kind of shocking if Ruben Bain wasn't, although they have him listed as a linebacker, a 275-pound linebacker. Okay. He ain't a linebacker. I can tell you that right now. He's a defensive end. He's a rush end. He's a dominating rush end. We know he'll probably be a starter when this season begins. That guy. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Ruben Bain's press conferences are nothing but pure, unadulterated aggression. I mean, there's not I mean, he has smiled, yes, but there is a focus, a laser focus to Ruben Bain. This dude is out to prove everybody wrong. Anybody who questioned his arm length, he is ready to prove everybody wrong. You hear him talk? Have y'all heard these press conferences? I'm gonna do a video of his press conference in Tampa. I'm gonna do that separately. That shit is almost petrifying. He is a demon, bro. There is a certain switch homeboy has. I mean, I don't know what all the brown was. He's an Omega, a Q dog. For those of you who don't know that, their colors are purple and gold. So him wearing the whole family was in brown. Don't really get that. Maybe there was a theme to it. Maybe he's buying UPS. I don't know. But let me tell you, dude has a look to him that will burn through the wall. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but man, oh man, that interview in on Thursday after he got drafted, Holy shit. Absolutely petrifying. If you weren't scared, God, dog, I was scared. I was scared. And I'm watching this through. Like, I was like, yo, bro, looks like you knew that he wasn't happy with what happened. You knew he wasn't happy. But you know what's funny? You know what's funny who didn't get drafted? And I don't feel bad for him because he's a complete dickhead. That's Diego Pavia. For those of you that didn't know, he didn't get drafted. That big mouth motherfucker. Yo, learn to shut the fuck up, dude. This guy, he thought he was Johnny Manziel and some shit, but he's like 25, 5'9". Bro, you talk too goddamn much. He didn't get drafted, and apparently he didn't hold back about telling people in draft meetings that he was going to start from day one, regardless of who was ahead of the depth chart. Well, guess what? That's how you don't get drafted, you dumb fuck. I mean, shit. You tripping, bro. You saying silly crap like that, you know. But man, oh man. Um, let's see here. Uh, but yeah, Ruben Bain looks so ready now. You got video of Akeem Mesdor out in L.A. meeting up with I think it was Khalil Mack. Again, I actually messaged Akeem Mesdor. Like I want to give you an idea of the character of some of these dudes, right? He could not be Mr. Irrelevant. He'd be the loudest. He'd be the biggest mouth Mr. Irrelevant on earth. Holy shit. Um, I want to put this out to y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. I sent Akeem Mesdor a direct message on Instagram after he got drafted because Akeem Mesdor actually autographed my son's football jersey, his Hurricane jersey, at a national championship media day, right? So if y'all remember, it was media day on that Saturday, and then they played on Monday. And so I went to the media day. I was covering the media day. I brought my sons with me, and Keontae Scott and Akeem Mesdor. It was for Brown subs. Hey, thank you for 400 get my. I did not know. I did not realize that was what it was about. Okay, good to know. Because I was like, damn, they trying to buy a UPS. They're trying to buy a UPS store or something like that. Because I didn't get it. But and because I had a whole bunch of like, why are they all wearing brown? But I know brown subs. I just didn't know that that's what it was about. Appreciate it. So at media day, the players when they were done with their booths or whatever, they were able to mingle with fans behind the barricades, and Akeem Mesidor and Keontae Scott. Appreciate you 400. They both took pictures with my sons, right? And for whatever reason, they didn't have a marker for the jersey. My one son, like he can't even wear the damn jersey. I'm like, God damn, I should have had another jersey there for you to autograph for a football or something. But because I didn't know they were going to be able to do that. Keem Mesler autographs his jersey. But he got pictures of Keontae. They both got pictures of Keontae Scott and Akeem Mesdor. And I messaged him. And I'll tell you exactly what I said to him. Because it was great. I thought what he did was really nice. It was dope of him. And I said, Dreams, I sent him the picture. I sent him the photo. Um, that photo that I put on Instagram that I made. And I said, dreams come true, man. Congratulations. My son has your autograph on his jersey on the wall in his room. Made his year for him. Go and be great. He says, thank you. He replied to me. He said, thank you, man, with prayers up. Bro, man, you don't have to do that shit. You know how many messages Akeem Mesdor must have in his phone right now on Instagram? Like, can you imagine how many Instagram messages Akeem Mesdor has got in his DMs right now? Seriously, bro? Like, he must have thousands. He must have thousands, bro. And yet he took the time to respond. And I think that's really dope, man. He don't even follow my page. I'm looking right now. He don't even follow my page. So he found that in the requests or the referred ones. Maybe he should follow my page. Damn, he follows a lot of other people. Man, what the fuck, bro? Come on now. What the hell? He needs to follow my page. Shit. But seriously, man, he need to follow my page. What's up, bro? Come on now. I don't know about this. This hurts my feelings now. But seriously though, you know, I think the fact that he did that, it just shows the character of dude he is. You know, that's the character of the type of guy. Like you're not even following my shit, and you respond, man. That's a dope ass dude, man. So I appreciate that. Um, oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, looking at the rest of the guys that we, Carson Beck, man. Let's talk about Carson Beck for a second. Carson Beck is gonna play. I'm telling you right now, Carson Beck. If Carson Beck doesn't start, I would be absolutely shocked. I'm gonna be shocked. And some of y'all may look at me and say I'm crazy. If Carson Beck is not the starting QB for the Arizona Cardinals, I will be surprised. And there's a number of reasons for this. They don't have a quarterback. Like, seriously, they do not have a quarterback there. Look at their roster. It's trash. These are their QBs: Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, and Keaton Slovis, and Carson Beck. Y'all saw Carson Beck airmailing that ball at the combine. He has an arm back. His arm is there. His arm has returned. I wish we had that shit in January, because at least if he'd thrown the ball out of bounds, we could have kept going. But his arm has come back. Yeah, Jeremiah Love admitting to hating Miami. Now Carson Beck will be his QB. That's fucking hilarious, actually. The fact that you bring that up is so damn funny. This was a guy that you hated Miami. Now he's gonna be your best friend, because let's be real, Gardner Minshew is not a starter. Jacoby Brissett is not a starter. These are makeshift dudes. Brissett's 33 years old. Minshew's gonna be is 29. Now Slovis, I don't even know what the fuck that dude is. So really, unless Carson Beck completely sucks, which I don't believe will happen, he's their starting QB. I just gotta believe that. You're not starting Jacoby Brissett. You brought in Jeremiah Love. You got James Conner in your backfield. You're going young. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. at wide receiver. You got young dudes here. This is a young team. You need a QB who's gonna be around for a minute. And I think Carson Beck has all the tools to be that dude. He's smart. He's big. Like y'all don't get. He's big. He's 6'4", 6'5". He ain't small. He's a big boot. He's a big dude. He's been around. He's played freaking at Georgia and Miami. This guy hasn't played him with the chumps. He's played with the elites. Oh yeah, if not by day one, by midseason, he's the starter. Like I would be shocked. I would be shocked if he's not the starter at some point. I think he should be starting by day one. But if he's not by midseason, he is the starter, because they're gonna look. The Cardinals are gonna suck. The Cardinals will suck this year, even if he is the QB. I mean, for Christ's sakes, you saw what Cam Ward looked like last year, playing with these ducks he had around him. The Cardinals were 3-14 this past season. You know how bad of a Q. Okay, let me take you back. You want to know how limited the QB supply was when you go 3-14 and you lose, but you let go of Kyler Murray or whatever, and you don't draft a quarterback because realistically, you didn't think there was a QB worth drafting with the third pick, which I don't disagree with. I wouldn't have taken Carson Beck with the number 3 pick either. Ty Simpson going 15 was a joke. That was a joke. That guy sucks. And he ain't good. He ain't good. I'm glad he didn't come to Miami. He ain't shit. But Carson Beck, there's no expectations. You go in there, relax. You go in there ready to work, and you get the job done. I think Carson Beck has a hell of an opportunity to be the starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, and realistically, grow with the franchise. And now I will say this: if they suck again, next year's quarterback class is deep. Next year's quarterback class is hella deep. So he has a 1-year opportunity to take this job and make Arizona not draft somebody next year. Just keeping it real. That's how I do. Now, any other picks here that were crazy to me? The more I look at Ruben Main's name next to Tampa, I'm being more and more sick. I'm more and more sick. Just drives me crazy. Don't like it. Don't like looking at that. Just bothers me. Happy for look. This guy's from Texas A&M. Casey Concepcion. He's going to the Browns. I'm okay. I'm not happy for him that he's going to the Browns because I think the Browns is where you go to die. But happy for that guy because that guy overcame a lot. With the stuttering of it. His speech impediment, and you hear him talking, you hear him tell a story. Like, feel good for that dude. Glad he was a first round pick. He's a hell of a player. Hell of a player. Although we did knock his ass out the game, we made him not want to return punts anymore. But I'm happy for that dude. Um, Notre Dame had two running backs drafted in the first round. They had the other kid, Jadarian Price, taken in the first round. Also, he was the final pick of the first round. um, I think the pick that Miami got with Jacob Rodriguez at 43 was a great pick for the Dolphins. But there was a feel good one where they showed Josiah Trotter getting drafted. His father was Jeremiah Trotter, played in the NFL. That was a pretty nice story right there. But look, we all know that there's a lot of guys that ain't gonna pan out because this shit's hard, man. The NFL is not easy. It's not an easy league to play in, and the my partner Nick told me a story. Well, he told me, not a story, but it's the truth. He tells his story. Nick played basketball. For those of you who have seen the full podcast on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., Nick Taylor is my partner. He played in the CFL for a decade. He did not play college football. He went to college on a Division I basketball scholarship, and he crushed it. And he had a good college career, but he wasn't a pro basketball player. He goes out to pro day for T.Y. Hilton. For those of you who know who T.Y. Hilton is, T.Y. Hilton's from South Florida. Went to Miami Springs High School and went to FIU and absolutely murdered it. The greatest FIU player ever. A player that I called Miami about in 2008 and begged them to offer a scholarship to, because I knew a guy on the staff. I said, "You please offer this guy a scholarship. You're never gonna. You will be thanking me. You will be thanking me, because this is the year in which, for those of you who remember, this is the year of Aldarius Johnson, Tommy Streeter, Kendall Tompkins, Devon Johnson, Theron Collier, Travis Benjamin, blase, blase, blase. Right? T.Y. Hilton was the best of all of them. But he went to Miami Springs. And no one knew shit about Miami Springs, not even coaches at Miami. Randy Shannon and his crew didn't know shit about T.Y. Hilton. The only guy that knew about T.Y. Hilton besides me was a coach that's currently on the staff who was a GA there at the time. He was a GA. I called him up. I said, "You got to get him to offer this kid. Get him to offer this kid. Get them to offer this kid." They could not convince him to do it. They did not do it. He goes to FIU. He absolutely tears it apart, while we continue to struggle and have receivers that can't catch the damn ball. Y'all remember? Leave me a comment. Let me know. You're Hurricane fans. You remember this, right? Please tell me you remember this. So he goes to play for Mario Cristobal at FIU. Small world, huh? Goes to FIU, destroys it. He has pro day. Nick goes to T.Y. Hilton's pro day. And he ain't played football since he was in ninth grade. He played basketball in high school all the way through. Goes Division I scholarship at FIU. Shows up at the pro day, runs a 4.2 in the 40. He runs a 4.2 in the 40 at T.Y. Hilton's pro day. That got him invited to the Minnesota Vikings camp or the Jets camp, one of the two. I know he played for both teams. He was in both teams at one point. He went from one team to the next. He was with the Vikings for a year. He ended up in the CFL because the reality was he was a 5'8". He's a 5'9", 100 and at the time. Fuck, Nick couldn't have been weighing more than 160, 165, maybe 170. I think 170 would be stretching it. Because right now, Nick probably weighs 200 pounds. He's completely shredded. But he goes to those camps. He's on the Vikings for a year, ends up in the CFL for 10 years, wins 3 Grey Cup championships. one in which he did not really play, but two in which he was the starter. And the one thing he told me was, I didn't even know how to watch film. Like, I didn't know how to watch film because when, like, I talk to my kids and I tell them, I said, like, they'll tell me, oh, this guy's amazing. I'm like, when did you see him play? He's like, I saw a video of him. I said, you saw highlights, right? Okay. I can make highlights of myself and make myself look good, realistically. Like, we can all make ourselves look good on highlight film. Highlight film is not what coaches are watching. We know this. Highlights don't mean shit because what about the lowlights? What if you had 4 touchdowns in one game, but then you also dropped 5 passes and your team lost? What if you had 4 touchdowns and fumbled the ball 4 times? So this whole concept of, well, I watched highlights. Fuck that shit. You didn't watch shit. Coaches watch real film. And or at least the great ones, the good ones do. And that's one thing that Nick told me. He's like, yeah, I had to learn how to watch film. I never knew how to watch. My first 3 years were just based on athletic ability because I had no shit. I had to watch film. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that most of these players have is that ability to self discipline because this ain't college anymore. No one's waking you up at your house. No one's coming to knock on your door and say, where have you been? NFL, you miss practice, you lose you get fined. You miss it again, you might get cut, depending on who you are. This ain't college. You don't get to get away with that bull crap that you get to get away with in college and the NFL. If you're late to a game, we got a problem. You're off the you're me cut. So if you don't watch film, everyone's gonna know it because you won't know where to be. They don't have to watch film with you. You have to be able to do it yourself without them and know what you're looking at, not just watching a football game. No, you need to dissect that shit. Hey, he told me he had a guy that came up, helped him out one day. He's like, I need you to show me how to watch film. And the guy showed him how to watch film. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges for most college football players going out of college to the NFL is really knowing how to watch film. And that's just my opinion. But and then of course the playbook, obviously, you're learning now it's all on an iPad, but back in the day it was this goddamn thick. You're learning a playbook that's so damn thick, and this is your job, man. This is your job. I remember my playbook in high school. Holy Lord. You know how many guys could not remember our 5 to 6 our 5-6 page playbook? I played in the 90s, man, where you're running, triple option. And you really literally run like 8 plays off this shit. It wasn't like a whole lot of plays. We didn't throw the ball very much. But running the football, like we ran like 8 plays. Maybe 10. And you sit here and you're like, you got guys that could not remember the playbook. It's like, I remember being on the offense. I'm on the offensive line. I got the guys like, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Have you never looked at the playbook? You don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do? You play one position, bro. Like if you're an offensive lineman, you better know in high school, if you play O-line, you better know every line position because you might play any spot. And it's just crazy to me where guys don't know their playbook. So you imagine that 10-page playbook, and then you compare it to the college one, which gets way thicker, to the NFL one, which gets turns into a goddamn encyclopedia. It's hard, man. It's hard. These guys are going to be in for it. There are great, great football players that you saw in college. You're like, what happened to that dude? Where did he go? Couldn't hack it. He couldn't hack it. There are guys that you know will be good. There are guys that you know that will be successful. There are guys that you know just the way their mentality is that they're going to be killers. I mean, we got a few of them right now. I mean, we absolutely got some of those guys right now. I mean, right now, let's keep it real. We got one on our roster right now who we know he is going to be a pro. If he doesn't get hurt, as long as he doesn't get hurt, we know he's a pro. Malachi Tony is a pro. He's a pro in every which way because of how he prepares himself. Period. Period. End of story. No discussions about it. He is that dude. He is absolutely that dude. And he does it right now, which is what's so amazing about me. Remember all the guys that say so much about him? He does it now. As a 17-year-old, he did that shit. Who was the fourth? Someone else signed, Joe? Who was the fourth? Did David Blay sign? Did David Blay sign? Don't tell me Alex Bauman signed. Did David Blay sign? Because that as of when I started, I only knew of 12. Who was the fourth? David Blay. Okay, I gotta make a graphic for him. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Okay, appreciate it. That's good to know. That's good to know. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. That's wonderful. So that's 13, man. I guess I can adjust this then. Let's see if I can adjust this. See if it lets me adjust. I doubt it'll let me adjust because we're sitting here right now. I'll change it. I'll change it in the. I'll change it once everything gets published. But yeah, thanks. I didn't know that because as when I did this, he wasn't listed yet. That's good to know. Although maybe I see 10:30, so I don't know why when I put his name in, I didn't see it. Nonetheless, man, I mean, we got guys like that right now. I think Mark Fletcher's that dude. I think Mark Fletcher's a pro. His personality is pro, man. He's a professional, man. Love everything about him. Love everything about him. But man, it's been a great day, great 3 days for the Hurricanes for the program. And don't get it twisted. I mean, this is the type of stuff that makes all these young guys see your program and say, yo, they're developing players. I think Miami has become the destination for offensive linemen. Seriously, I think Miami is the destination for offensive linemen. We just had three starting offensive linemen drafted, and the fourth guy signed as undrafted free agent. And I thought Brockermeyer should have been drafted. So 4 of your 5 starters from last year are in the NFL on a roster right now, and 3 were drafted. That's impressive. I don't know if there's anyone else in the NFL that has 3 offensive linemen drafted off their team. If you know of any, let me know because I don't know. I mean, I don't know because I'm not looking, but that's hard to do. That's hard to do. So let me do this right now while we're here. Let me do this right now while we are here. Show him some love. That's nice to know. I mean, look, I hope homeboy gets picked up, but I mean, I don't think any of us expect our wonderful blocking up back to get picked up. I know I'm not being very nice right now. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I cannot help myself right now. That missed block on that punt will forever haunt me mentally. I cannot help it. I'm haunted by that play. I think we all are haunted by that play. Seriously, man. But anyhow, let's see what we got. Sorry. But so we'll be looking out. I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning now. We'll be looking out for what's going on in the recruiting wars. Obviously the Hurricanes had a great spring. Didn't get a couple of guys that they wanted to get, but that's how it works out sometimes. It is what it is. You know that they're doing well in the recruiting battles. They got the money, they got the NIL bread. They're gonna get a lot of dudes, and they're gonna have a top 10 class for sure. The one guy, obviously, you hope you can flip the dude is going to, you hope you can flip Jacobs, DJ Jacobs, who's committed to Ohio State. Let me give a shout out right here. Let me give this one right here. I got to go put this up on the website as well. But shout out to David Blay, number 13, going to the 617. That is Boston. He is going to Boston. From the 305 to the 617, signed as an undrafted free agent. But you know what, homie? Go and be great, man. Go and be great. But anyhow, folks, that's all I got for tonight, man. I appreciate y'all jumping on board. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Again, Hurricanes Unfiltered. I've created a separate standalone channel for Hurricanes Unfiltered that I want to eventually move all content over there. It's on YouTube. So please do me the favor and subscribe to Hurricanes Unfiltered on YouTube directly, because I will be putting up all content there. Eventually, I want to morph it all over so by the time the season starts, because I'll be real, between August and February, I think I picked up like 4,000 subscribers from Hurricanes fans, which I greatly appreciate. But the YouTube algorithm is a pain in the ass, honestly. So when I'm doing more and more women's basketball, because this is their time of the year, in comparison to like real, I'm gonna be real. I'm not watching Canes baseball. We started off 10-0. I watched it, but God, there's just so many damn games, and keeping up with it is really hard. I mean, I know we're doing decent. So we're 31-12, but we're 11-9 in the ACC. So you know what that means. We're winning the games that we're supposed to win, and then we're splitting the games that are tough. I'd like to see that be better. You know, like we're 11-9 in conference, so we're 20-3 out of conference, and we lost 2 of those games to Florida, and they're not even that damn good. So a little bit frustrating. A little bit frustrating to say the least, in my opinion. But not a lot going on that people care about. So as I'm doing women's basketball, it's negatively impacting on the algorithm for Hurricanes content. So maybe you're not seeing it now, because I was getting thousands of views in December, January, and February. November, December, January, February, I was getting a lot of views on all my content. And now it's just like, pfft. So I started up. Now, mind you, I will say this. It picked up the last couple of days because of the draft. I think that's not a coincidence. It's the draft, so people are more into it and stuff like that. But like the video I did today on Myson Johnson Cook did a lot of views for the fact that we got spurned. But yeah, the live that I did yesterday did decently. But again, we've got that new channel being built, so please do subscribe over there, because I want to get that thing popping, man. But again, folks, also while you're here, while you are here, uh, if you haven't seen this stuff yet, I want to share it with you. I do have a merch line, the Hurricanes Unfiltered merch, and we have 2 different lines, and I'll show it to you right here. So we've got Hurricanes Unfiltered, all different types of merch here. Appreciate supporting it. Unfinished business, and this is obviously this year to next. Shirts are not really expensive. Nice quality shirts. As you can see, this one right here, no one has swagger like us. We are a cultured society down here in South Florida. You got the Unity T-shirt that I made. All the flags from all the different Caribbean countries, or most of them at least. Got the hats. This will be coming down because those guys are mostly all gone. Still got this one here. Hurricane warning. This one right here. This was the Keelan Marion one. I like that. That was pretty dope. And of course, different stuff from the Natty and the stuff I did last year. I mean, this was, this will be coming down soon. So if you want one, you better grab it before I pull it down because I'm not going to keep that up much longer. And then, of course, this is the basics, Hurricanes Unfiltered, the hat. Then also, if you go over here to this one, the crib collection, the hats. And then, of course, the T-shirts. Go grab you a shirt. So that's all for now, man. I do appreciate it. You can pick all this stuff up at Come On Now Podcast and click on the merch link. Actually, you can click on Hurricanes Unfiltered because actually it directs you there as well. Go to hurricanesunfiltered.com, click on the merch link, and you will be able to go grab yourself some merch, man. But anyhow, that'll do it for tonight, man. Appreciate everyone jumping on board. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now. Salute.